Hello, I'm State Representative Anita Kulik from Allegheny County, and I am proud to be the chair of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives Game and Fisheries Committee. We are at the Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg with Tim Schaeffer, who is the executive director of the Fish and Boat Commission. I think the one thing we want to start with is ice safety, and we've seen a lot in the news now recently about people walking on ice. We don't want to do that, do we, Tim?
Bad idea, yes, and thank you for that public safety reminder. There is no such thing as safe ice on flowing water. Mm-hmm. We had a great winter, great year for ice fishing on a lot of our lakes and ponds. As those conditions deteriorate, it'll get unsafe even on the ice that has been safe, lakes and ponds. If you're going to go out ice fishing for the remainder of this season, please make sure to monitor the ice conditions. We say at least 4 inches of ice for it to be safe. But if you see it looking cloudy or white, that's a sign of old ice. You want the ice to be clear if you're out there ice fishing. If you hear cracks, it's a sign that things are also starting to deteriorate. Make sure that you're wearing a float coat or a life jacket. Have a pair of ice alls to do some self-rescue. Make sure you're with someone. That's critical. But again, as you started out with, there is no such thing as safe ice on flowing water.
And that water is colder than you think it is. And the chances of you surviving a fall into an icy cold river are not good.
And when things do thaw out, which they eventually will, reminder that we have our cold water life jacket requirement in Pennsylvania. Yes. All canoes, kayaks, boats under 16 feet, you have to wear your life jacket from November 1st through April 30th. We've had that regulation in place for about 10 years, and we've seen our boating fatalities been cut in half during those cold weather months.
We're really happy about that, but also, folks, if you don't want your boat anymore, there are means to get rid of your boat. So please don't leave them in the rivers, don't leave them in the streams. It's just not good practice. You're polluting our waters, you're littering our waterways.
Mm-hmm. And I do want to thank you, as we're talking about the Three Rivers, thank you for your leadership on Act 28. We now have a tool in Pennsylvania that's unlike any other state in the country to deal with abandoned and derelict vessels. These are typically old abandoned fiberglass ski boats. You see them outside of the stadium there in Pittsburgh, right there at the point. Thanks to your legislation, there's now tools in place. We have a website that just went live. Municipalities have the ability now to work with us, start a process to deal with those abandoned derelict vessels and get them off of our waterways, get them out of our alleys.
Call Fish and Boat. There are means of getting rid of a boat you no longer want or can't sell. So before you abandon it, please look into means to do that.
Thank you. And, speaking of the ice, one of the things that we'll be doing starting, every year we start the Tuesday after President's Day is stock and trout. And a lot of places will be busting through the ice to do it. April 4th is the opening day of trout season. Mentored Youth Trout Day is March 28th. Every year we welcome volunteers. I know we've been out together doing it a couple times. As those fish go in the water, 3.2 million trout that we stock, to complement the beautiful wild brook trout that we have that are throughout Pennsylvania. We've really got something for everybody in Pennsylvania when it comes to trout fishing.
And I know I'm looking forward to going out again and helping stock out in my district, and I know everybody else is looking forward to opening of the fishing season. What else is going on?
So, excuse me, with those stocking schedules, want to make sure that folks know if you want to help us, we welcome you come to join us. Check our website at fishandboat.com. One thing that will likely be going on this year is probably some rescheduled stockings just because of the weather. I mean, we're going to get the fish in the water, but always best to check out our website to make sure that the stockings happened on the date. If we need to move because of weather, we certainly will do that.
And then we move into boating season, and that usually is going to start after Memorial Day, after Safe Boating Week.
Yes, thank you for the Safe Boating Week reminder. The week before Memorial Day is always National Safe Boating Week, and we remind everyone, be safe on our waterways. We've continued to see an increase in canoes, mainly kayaks, but untowered boats with kayaks. People are flocking to our waterways. But before you get out on the water, make sure, first of all, life jacket. That's the number one thing.
Yes.
Make sure you have your life jacket and you wear it. Make sure you've got life jackets that fit everybody on boat. It's not just a matter of having it. They fit.
And, hey, to everybody in the Allegheny County area, we're going to have the NFL Draft coming up. The 4th of July will be a huge weekend for America 250.
that may be the best thing we cover all day, right? It's going to be, how cool is that? The NFL draft's going to be right there at the point. But if you're out there watching it or engaging from the water, make sure you have a designated driver for that boat if there's going to be alcohol consumed. And also a reminder, if you're out there, maybe it's a warm day and you're out there in a canoe or kayak, it will be the law that you have to wear your life jacket that day.
Yes. Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yep.
It's going to be a great spring and summer season for the Fish and Boat Commission. We're all looking forward to it. Tim, thank you so much for everything.